project, and I think you're going to have to do an awful lot of sound barriers or something, because that ground vibrates.
I know my office is right next to it. I feel it every day. I know what you're talking about. That's why in the refinery side, we pushed the residential farther to the north to be blocked by the office and retail buildings. And then the other residential will be pushed north of Nalco, and it's about in line with where some of the other residential is on the north side.
But even the office buildings will have vibrations in them.
Ben, yes?
Yeah, I want to go over the numbers again. You mentioned that there would be 1,600 multifamily homes.
Yes, sir.
And then it said that doesn't include townhomes.
Does not.
Could you explain, we will have 1,600 multifamily and how many townhomes? And then I think at another point, y'all mentioned 1,800 to 1,900 residential units.
Yeah.
Single family. I'm saying residential, I should say single family. Could you just go over the numbers? How many multifamily, how many townhomes, and how many single family homes?
Yeah, 1,600 multifamily. And then the townhomes, depending upon how the concept works, would be around 200 units. And then single family would be anywhere from 80 to 100 lots.
Which 80 to 100?
80 to 100 lots.
Okay, one other question. Office space. At one point, and that was a few years ago, we were going back and forth with the city about office space. Did y'all decide on how much office space? And also, what kind of office space should we expect to see? Are we going to see like I don't know, a 5-6-story building or something like that? Or do you see anything like that?
I think that depending on where you are, what you'll see. I mean, right now we're talking about converting the char house into office space. There could be new office built on the refinery site that's going to be lit. There is a limit to height based on FAA restrictions, but we could be, we could have some 6-story buildings in there. Up to the north, where the business park's located, we could have some 6-story buildings, some 2-story, less dense developments. So there'll be a mixture of those. And then in terms of the amount of office, we have not placed a maximum or minimum on the square footage of that.
But is that going to be on Highway 6 or just dispersed all over?
It'll be dispersed. We've got the office park located on the north. You'll have office along Highway 6, mixed into the commercial, and then there'll also be office down on the refinery side as well.
You don't realize, but we can't see your red light when you're showing.
Can you guys see this well enough? Is it?
Just turn it up. Is there a website with this on it?
We'll put this information on there. It is ImperialTexas.com.
Where did you say the farms are?
Or I'm sorry, it's ImperialSugarland.com. Yes, sir.
Where did you say the farms
Yeah, they'll be located within this ballpark district here. Can you see my light?
Yellow part.
Yeah, there in this area. And then also in the refinery district. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. We're not, and that's a good question, because we're not proposing any garden-style apartments. There would be an urban type Class A apartment.
Would you mind going on the point consider that we can't see the point?
I thought that was what I'm going in this area here.
Okay, stay in the back.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, I think we can all agree that this plan that you're now proposing is a far cry from the original plan that we probably all were pretty excited about. Now, my question to you, my specific question to you is, do you think that the residents of Sugar Land want what you call high-density residential? I don't. And I don't think these people do. I just think it's a far cry from what y'all originally came to us with, and I think that you might be stepping on a lot of our hopes for this territory.
Hurrah.
planning is not really what you envision apartments to be.
Apartments are apartments.
No, they're not.
Trash.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
You're
they
wrong.
are.
Are they rental properties?
So my point is that what we're proposing is comparable to what you see as a Sugar Land Town Center. It supports the retail, it supports the restaurant, and it makes the whole site work. Single family won't do it. With the ballpark, the advent of it, and just the current market today, and the market in the foreseeable future, what we're planning is such a high quality residential environment that in many cases, the rents there are more than what we sell our homes for when it takes to amortize a mortgage in Sienna, Riverfront, and some other places. So my point is, everyone has a vision of what apartments are. We're not talking about that. Just give us a little bit of time to be able to demonstrate to you the level of quality we're talking about. We can work the traffic. Traffic is an issue. We will do everything we can to mitigate the traffic issues. I mean,
You're going to destroy Sugar Mills.
Sir, with all due respect, please don't talk down to us. Don't tell us that we don't know. As many of us have been to meetings for the last 5, 6, 7 years on this issue. We've given up a lot of time. We might disagree, but please be respectful and don't talk to us as if we're not aware of this program.
I did aim to demonstrate that. What we haven't done is to explain to you adequately really what we planned here. And that's, just give us, and I'm asking for time, just a little bit of time, and we'll try to demonstrate and show you what we envision. And I apologize if I misspoke or you took my comments negatively, because obviously I didn't mean it that way. Yes, sir.
Look, I think most of us know your company. We respect it. You've done a great job in many places. I think you're asking for time, and I think that's a very bona fide request. But I think what you're hearing is somewhat impartial. I have the same concerns about traffic and residential. And specifically, I understand the town center complex, but half of that is rentals, which is a problem. I know that in town center and Lake Point, the proposed condo, high-rise condo, high-price units failed. I think, I'm suspecting that you're going to be looking to do some condos but at a lower price point, which creates a question, to say the least, including the possibility of investors and then rental coming in. So that brings an entirely different complex. Look, I personally wish you success. How can we mitigate this concern? Is I think a question you need to address. In any way we can help out, I think because ultimately we got to realize one thing: the place is going to get built, and let's all have an input and let's make it worthwhile.
Sure. I agree.
Light Point specifically worked, but it's a higher price point.
Yeah.
Those townhouses is much lower density and much higher value.
When you build apartments, an investor buys them, an investor gets them. He takes his tax breaks and then they go up for sale again. The next guy takes his tax breaks and go up for sale again. Pretty soon, the maintenance decreases every buyer. And then we end up with what other people